The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Covered by Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is Universal.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Dan, I know a lot of people may not believe me when I say this.
Sports concepts and rationalization, by the way.
You can.
Yes.
I like to be at least accountable. I don't like to be a raging hypocrite. And the one thing that I have always rightfully killed you for is not taking an active interest and really not knowing the names of the people that, may work two offices over. You never have a clue. I mean, you know what I'm talking. Maybe even unfairly to a point. But then it dawned on me.
No, that's fair.
Right? This has been a talking point for it. Before we ever did radio, I used to make fun of him at TV. I'd walk him around the newsroom. Hick, what's that guy's name?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what happens when you're a mogul.
I usually gave them, nicknames.
Chief, champ, boss, guy. Hey, guy.
That's pants too high. That's pants too high, guy.
Yeah. Trench coat. Literally, we called guys trench coats and cheese and all kinds of things. It was. But anyway, in an effort... after another Sunday of getting churched up and hoping it takes, in an effort to eliminate all hypocrisy from my life, it dawned on me on Saturday, and I'm embarrassed to say, but I was no better. I'm no better than you when it comes to one group that I've been with for literally now 25 years.
Okay.
I had the fantasy draft on Saturday, and as I looked around the room, a bunch of excited faces about another year, many of whom have been in the same league for literally 15, 20 years.
Was Emmett back?
Yeah, Emmett's there. I realized that I literally know the name of four guys.
Spanky.
Same guys, 20 years, fantasy league. I don't know which guy owns which team.
Same
I don't
faces.
know what guys' names are.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to out myself. Again, this is all about accountability because they're all Googans. They listen to the show. They can realize, man, that guy, no wonder he's such an unfriendly jerk.
Yeah.
But I just, I wanted to come clean on that because I have been so hard on you for, rightfully so.
That's fair.
For your big timing.
I don't consider it big timing, but yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, so.
Who'd you pick?
I had it's a 16-team league, which is tough, as you know. I had the 15 and the 15th pick, so I took Tyreek Hill with my first-round pick.
Tyreek Hill, and then coming on the
came back
with
and I went Julio Jones.
Oh, well, receivers.
Well, I went to, and which sums up my fantasy football strategy and how good I am at pulling off a plan. I went to the draft, I kid you not, no bleep, 100% was going to take two running backs, one and two. And
who were your running backs, and you obviously didn't get.
Yeah, I ended up just filling in the blanks with a bunch of James White, Cam Akers, Carlos Hyde.
Cam Akers could be good.
He could. We'll see.
All right, listen, breaking news this morning, again, sad, John Thompson.
Yeah.
Legendary college hoops coaches, not a good year here.
How old was he?
Lou Henson passed.
Lute Olson.
Lou Henson, Lute Olson.
Yeah.
John Thompson. Man, oh, man. John Thompson coached until the turn of the century, 1999 when he left. But, boy, it was fun when he was a coach at Georgetown, and the Big East was at its best.
They were a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, they were hard to handle. He was the first one that embraced, the African-American athlete for what he was.
79.
I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to, we're going to be proud of who we are. We're going to get in your face. We're going to play hard basketball.
Yeah.
And we are going to be a nightmare for a lot of teams. Now, the one thing that John Thompson's teams didn't do enough of is win championships. And if you have Patrick Ewing for 4 years, you ought to be winning, maybe.
Did they make the Final Four?
They made a bunch of Final
Four of
Fours.
those years with Pat or no?
I don't know if they went Final Four all of those years. No, because
they won, and were runner-up in 84 and 85.
They were runner-up first. Oh,
No,
they won first. They beat Houston.
Yeah.
And then they went back and lost to Jordan.
Yeah.
No, that was in 85 they lost to Jordan? Because they also lost to Jordan in the championship game. That was more like 83 or 82, wasn't it? Yeah, 100%. They lost to Worthy and Jordan in the...
In 82, they lost to Jordan.
In the final.
Then they got knocked out in the second round. Then they won the championship. Then they were the runner-up.
Those were his 4
three
years.
Final Fours.
Yeah, he went to 3 Final Fours. Which is great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That's actually... You can't quibble with that.
No.
You win one and go back to 2 others.
Yeah.
Michigan is the one. They don't win any, with that group. So,
Yeah.
fantastic coach.
But anyway,
but
RIP
really,
to the coach.
again, what you
Larger than life, though. Big, cast a big shadow. John Thompson walked into the arena. You knew it, man.
Yeah,
right?
and
man.
I'll give them credit too, Dan, especially considering the climate we're in now. They were ahead of the game, and we are who we are.
Yeah.
We're not going to apologize.
Yeah.
We're not going to bend our personalities to fit into whatever. Come on, man. You want some of us?
Yeah.
We're going to get in your shorts, man,
Yeah.
and we're going to recruit, and we're not going to apologize for being who we are.
Yeah.
And they played a physical, rough, fast-paced brand of basketball.
He was 78.
They were the best team in college basketball for that little period.
He, like Tark, always had a towel.
Yeah.
Which was also cool. I don't know.
He was just such a huge. I mean, that was right when I was cutting my teeth on basketball, right?
Yeah.
I was just coming into being a huge basketball
What
fan.
was that one dude?
10, 11, 12, 13. I can name them all.
Bald-headed dude, Graham.
Yeah, Michael Graham. Yeah. Mean.
Scary dude, man.
Yeah, he was on the team that beat Houston.
Scary cat, man.
Because Houston and Akeem at that same time were doing the same thing, but they were losing They lost the final twice.
Yeah.
NC State and Georgetown.
Yeah, but Georgetown was, little school, built a power, good stuff. I like
Reggie Williams and David Wingate, Michael Jackson, and just down. You could just name 1,000 guys if you sat and really
good
reflected
stuff.
on it.
And so he will be missed. But John Thompson, Georgetown coach, passing away. So at the age of 78, they say 78 years young. So that is what happened. NBA playoffs continued. Nuggets have forced a Game 7.
That's the best series.
Ended up being better then, right?
It's been the best series. It's had the best individual matchups. The games have all gone down to the wire. Not all, but they've had a lot of close games. They've had some overtime games. You had the underdog team take a 3-1 lead. You've had the favorite storm back to 3-3. You've got Jamal Murray and Spida. Having an all-time matchup with each other, Donovan Mitchell. And so, this has been the best series. And now it's the only one that's gone 7. Now, Houston and
could go
7, but I don't think they will.
No, looks like Houston's ready to move on. So, and we'll
the
get
Lakers and Clippers have both moved on.
And Boston sent out a message to Toronto, and Boston's played
Milwaukee.
Toronto well. So, and Milwaukee gets ready for Miami and the Heat. So, I think we'll see what happens.
I will say this.
And Luka goes out. Luka and the Mavericks are done.
I thought Doris Burke did make a good point during the games yesterday, and you do have to acknowledge even more that these guys are playing and what they're playing under, where their minds are right now, and all the other stuff they're involved in. That their series have, serious feelings toward.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, a lot to manage, and being away. I mean, you put it all together, and it's, far from just having a home game and then see you in 2 days.
Yeah.
Back in the arena. So
but.
Clippers, Lakers are going to play in the West Finals, and the Bucks and the Celtics are going to play in the East Finals, and then the Bucks are going to play one of those two teams. I'd say the Clippers. That was the way I would pick it, but we'll see. Dan, I wasn't an over the top A-Rod hater as a player. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like him, and it was easy to make fun of when he would do stupid things like send a baseball up to get girls' phone numbers in the middle of the postseason. He was constantly getting busted for steroids and then telling you he never did it and then getting busted again. Mm-hmm. But my God, man, it is to the point now. The volume goes down. I don't know what ESPN is so insistent on. If they thought he was a star, he gets worse every time I hear him, and he repulses me to hear him as a baseball announcer. I can't watch him. I literally can't watch A-Rod call a baseball game.
I think they've stumbled onto something that they probably ought to do, and this could be the end of the analyst. Just mic a guy up and let him be the analyst throughout the game. I mean, Bryce Harper was terrific.
Yeah.
So in the parts I saw, I'm
not big on the whole tandem there, but I can't stand A-Rod, man, as an announcer.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not as over-the-top A-Rod hater, so I'm going to hate him. He came under rave reviews when he was like on the Fox studio show, and I wasn't huge on him then now, but in that, he's just terrible, dude. He's trying to be and so A-Rod to try and glam onto something that he wants to do. Yeah. He's now into this predicting things. A-Rod, you can't predict when a guy's going to hit a double, dude. That's not a pre-snap read, okay? Ooh, I like how Freddie really swung hard there. I'd say he's either going to get a double or a home run on this at bat before he pops up to short. I mean,
All right, let's do this. Let's head to break. Beef, let's give something out. Caller number 3 right now at 641-1010. And then we're going to talk to Big Bo early today. So we'll get him coming up here in just a couple minutes. We'll do Breakfast with Baselli next. But what are we giving away today?
Oh, we're hooking it up, Danny.
All right.
We got a double dip prize pack.
Oh,
Not
double dipper.
only will our lucky Guggen take home a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers delivered to them,
Okay.
but they'll also score $25 to Donato's Pizza.
Wonderful. So all that and more, 641-1010. Caller number 3 and Baselli next, right here on The Drill.